We are rolling. Okay. You guys, I am so excited to be sharing this content with you tonight. We are going to be doing a lot of brainstorming. We're going to be doing a lot of game planning for our expansion to the UK. So, a big part of this, I'm going to be talking about Instagram. I'm going to be really honest. So I've been coaching for almost 3 years. My first year and a half to 2 years, Facebook was my market. I think that new coaches, you are going to have a lot more success with using your warm market with Facebook. Um, I'm a blue, so I've always struggled with reaching out to people that I don't know. Um, I don't I don't know. Sometimes I feel really icky about it, and I think some people would probably slap me for saying this, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is just how I feel about it. You can do it any way that you prefer. Um, I like genuine relationships. I like connecting with people who want to follow me. So the reason that I lean more towards Instagram now is because I've already worked with the majority of my warm market. I still use Facebook, but I kind of have stopped depending on that to help me progress and to help me make more relationships. So the reason that I like Instagram so much is because people can choose to follow you if they want to follow you. It doesn't require a friend request. People will check out your page, and if they're interested in you, if they have something in common with you, they're going to follow you. So I'm going to kind of give you guys some tips on how to start building some connections so that you can start building relationships with people through Instagram. Like I said, if you're a newer coach, if you have not fully exceeded your warm market, keep doing that, but also start posting on Instagram too. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is our hashtags. So I think the biggest mistake, so if you don't know what hashtags are, I mean, you've seen them, but the point of a hashtag is to, when you click on them, it takes you to every post that anybody has ever used that hashtag for. So if I wanted to learn more about Shakeology, for instance, let's say I'm not a coach and I wanted to learn more about Shakeology, I could search hashtag Shakeology and I would see all of the posts that anybody ever did using the word Shakeology. Um, Now, the mistake that I see a lot of coaches make, and I have made this mistake before too, before I fully understood Instagram and like how to effectively use it, is a lot of people will hashtag Beachbody, hashtag Shakeology, hashtag T25 Insanity. When you use those hashtags and just those hashtags, you are attracting more Beachbody coaches. They're already coaches, so you can't help them really. So it's not helping progress your business at all. It's not helping you build relationships with people that you can help. So um, if you've already used hashtags, I want you to start with a clean slate. Um, and know that when you're on Instagram, you can use 30 hashtags per post. 30 hashtags. And this is really good to know because before I knew the actual number that you could do, I would put all of my hashtags at the bottom. I would have this long typed out post, one that I worked really hard on. I maybe spent 20 minutes typing it out. It's finally perfect, flawless. And maybe I had like 32 hashtags below it. When I'd hit post, it would post my picture and none of my content would be there. It would delete all of the words and it would delete all of the hashtags. So if you post more than 30 hashtags, your content will not show up. So what I would recommend doing is do your post and then do your 30 hashtags as the first comment. Is if you do that, it'll still show up in all of those different hashtags. And also, this is what I do. This is super simple. Every time that I do a post, I always post to Instagram first because I like using their filters. And every time I use one of their filters and I post it, it saves one to my camera roll. And so before I hit post, I select all, copy, and then I just paste the whole thing to Facebook. So just a super simple way that it's not like I have to post separately on Instagram and then work really hard again to post pretty much the same thing on Facebook. Just copy, paste, put that same picture in there, done. So, okay, now your hashtags. Most of us have, Rhiannon, do you want to pop in? What do you mean you do the opposite? Or you do Facebook then Instagram? Either way works. I just really like using the Instagram filters. So that's why I do Instagram first. So then it saves my picture. So, okay, so hashtags that you use, you want them to relate to your avatar. And throughout this, I'm going to kind of give you some tips on how to reach people from the UK as well. So, for my avatar, so here are some examples that I could use trying to reach my avatar. So I have teacher, IVF, preemie, preemie mom, motivation, busy mom, mom support, wino. I should do Moscow mules once in a while too. That's probably more true these days. Disney, healthcare, just, I mean, those ones aren't all for me, but I was just trying to like think outside the box. So think about things that would relate to you, pull your avatar out, get some ideas from there. And I was working with Lindsay on this when she was over at my house last weekend, and she was struggling with her hashtags because she's like, I feel like my hashtags suck. This is another great tip for you. I don't do this, but I'm going to start doing it. You know, on your phone, you can make a note and you save it on your note. She has all of her hashtags saved on a note so that when she goes in to do her post, she goes into that note, selects all, copies, paste it, first comment. But we were talking about her hashtags, and something that I gave her a piece of advice for was think about what you would have searched before you were a coach. If you were someone who needed help with fitness, what would you have searched? If you are into making DIY crafts, like Steph, you might be really into searching yarn art, something like that. So you could use that hashtag. Kaylee, you're into physical therapy, so you might use that hashtag. You're also live on a farm, so you could do farm girl. Okay, so those are just some different ideas. Okay, so by the way, so I've had some conversations with a couple of people from the UK. Oh my gosh, I need to share some of their conversations because they are so funny. Like, first off, I need like a cheat sheet because I forget that certain things mean one thing there and versus another thing here. Like biscuits mean cookies. Like, I forget that. Okay. It's just funny. I'm going to share those with you guys later. So some hashtags that I've been working with for UK is as simple as mum. Okay, so just turning it into UK lingo. I've been doing a lot of new mum, fit mum. Riley and Danielle could do mum to be. And then, so I've already noticed some Beachbody coaches going in and hashtagging these things, but I'm going to give you a clue, or I'm going to give you a tip to help you take it to the next level so you can actually start to get to know some people. So once you pick some UK hashtags, I want you to, I know this is going to add, you can do it either way. You can add this to your power hour, or you can do this, I don't know, when you get a free time, maybe when you sit down for 5 minutes. I know busy moms, that's hard. Maybe if you get like, I'm not gonna lie, I've done this before. If you go to the bathroom and you've got a couple minutes, just right. So I'm just saying that if that's not your cup of tea, that's totally fine. But sometimes you just got to take care of those little pockets of time. So this is something that's not going to take you very long, but search one of those hashtags and comment on 5 people's posts. Seriously. I love it. So 5 people a day. Think about all the relationships that you've built. I did this to, I think 10 people yesterday, just because I was kind of playing around with it. And I had at least 5 people start following me. And that's what I want. I want to bring them back to my page. I want them to start following me, and I want to build a relationship with them. So those are, yes, I think that's going to be like the biggest key here, because I see a lot of coaches already going in and using hashtags for you that are related to the UK, but I'm not seeing a lot of people go in and actually comment on them. And I think that's going to be the game changer. Okay, so Instagram is kind of similar to Facebook. Everything, though, is very much based on pictures. So when you go into your Instagram account, you'll see if you click on your profile, you'll see your last 12 pictures. I always go back in and I look at those 12 pictures and I ask myself, would I follow me? Are my pictures bright? Are they clear? Do I have is every single post about join me, join my team, I'm a Beachbody coach? Like, that would make me turn the other way. So I'm always reevaluating. So I have a couple of tips for that. So for your 12 pictures that are, before you scroll down, just the 12 pictures that you see, I would recommend doing 1 to 2 invite posts per those 12 pictures. 1 to 2. Or 1 to 2 transformation pictures for those 12 pictures. So when I click on my profile right now, you want it to look like a magazine. Okay, when I click on my profile, of course my internet's being so slow. Okay, so I see 1 transformation picture. And I scroll down a smidge more and I see my I need your help UK post. So this morning I would have been on point to have both of those. So, but I've got some pictures of healthy food in there. I've got some pictures of me working out. I have pictures of my family. I have pictures of Kenzie. I have some pictures of me with my own personality. I don't know if you saw my post today about pumpkin spice. Like, that is 100% me to a T. You're finding, like, you want to connect with people. So if you find something that's funny, I literally was scrolling through Pinterest looking at funny pumpkin spice quotes, and I found that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that quote and I'm gonna post it with a picture of me. So lead with a picture of you. So I would say Instagram, once in a while, it's okay to do like a meme where it's just words, but you should see, people should know what you look like. They should feel like they know you, like they're flipping through a magazine. Does anybody have any questions so far before I keep going? Let me look in the chat box, see if I missed anything. Pooping power. Awesome, Rihanna.
Do you use Instagram off your phone or off your laptop?
I do my phone.
Okay.
Yes.
I function really well to go quick and like stay in the groove on a laptop. But I cannot figure out how to view inbox messages on laptop. Is it not possible?
You can't do it on your computer. I don't know why, but you can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
That answers my question then.
It would be a super big pain. The other thing, now that you bring that up, so Instagram, you have to have a certain size of photo. Otherwise it's like close up of your face and you're like, whoa. I don't want to be that close and personal. There are a couple of apps. I always use Photify. There's an option at the bottom where you click on it. And it's InstaSquare. So you click on that and it puts the little white edges on the side and kind of puts your picture back kind of how it was. So just for reference. Okay. And then, all right. For the UK, another strategy that you can do is ask for referrals. If you're a new coach, that's something that you could be doing or you should be doing. If you're a new coach, you would state it somehow like, I'm looking for a couple of people who are wanting to get on track with their health and fitness. I just started a really fun workout. Do you know of anyone who would want to do this with me? For UK, I just did a post saying that I had some really exciting news and that I can't even remember fully how I worded it. I can share it with you guys later, but I said something about, oh my gosh, Angel, your screen is distracting. Sorry, you're fine. But I stated 3 things I was looking for. I said, if you're from the UK and you want to work on your health and fitness, if you want to feel and look your best, and if you want to build relationships, comment below and or tag someone you know who would be interested in doing this. So I didn't have anyone tag it, but it's just a way for you to be able to possibly extend out. Because maybe someone's reading it and they're like, oh, well, you know, I'm 4 months pregnant. I don't really want to do this right now, but I know my really good friend who's not pregnant may want to do this. So you never know. Might as well ask. And then, okay, if you have a rock solid transformation. So you guys hear me preach about this all the time. You need a transformation. You need a transformation. You need a transformation. It's going to help you on Instagram in so many ways. So like I said, you should have a before and after picture for every 12 pictures. But here's another way that you can also get followers based on your transformation. There are 4 pages that I follow on Instagram that you can pay to give you a shout out. I have done this before with one of them. I think I paid like $10 and I got like 500 followers from it based on my post. So like I did my transformation picture and I basically shared my story. And at the bottom I said, I'm looking for people to help take their fitness to the next level. I'm looking for people who want to do this, or who need help. Drop your email below. So, and if you'd be interested in doing something like that, I felt like for me, it was a really great way to kind of get started on Instagram. The first one is Transformation Fit Nation. So Transformation Fit Nation. And you could totally use Instagram to share about like mental, emotional transformations too. I think it's more eye appealing to be able to share that before and after picture. The next one is great _weight loss _inspirations. Okay. Next one is Live Fit Empire. All one word. Live Fit Empire. Empire. I said empire. Empire. And then the last one is IG, like Instagram, IG Fit Moms. And that's actually the one. So are these the ways to blow up your post? So this is just to kind of get, it's to get more followers and to potentially get more challengers or coaches, depending on how you present it. So some people present it like I'm looking for people to help, and some people are like, I use coaching as a way for accountability. If you want this, drop it below. I would probably lead with challenger, just people to help, because they would move into the coaching role later. If you get them results, they'd be more likely to do that. But just from having them post in there, it was crazy the amount of people who just started following me. So, yes, Rhiannon.
Okay, I'm confused. You follow these pages, or you like hashtag these pages?
You follow them. These are ones who give shout outs. So the direction, like if you follow these pages, at the top of their page, they have directions on how to be featured on their page. So that's what it is. They give people a feature. So, okay. Awesome. Okay. Next part is Instagram stories. Now, I'm curious. I know a lot of you follow Chalene. How many of you watched her videos on why people stop following Snapchat users or Instagram stories users? Did anyone see that? Go to her page and watch that. It was really interesting. I'll kind of give you just like a brief from what I remember. I think she gave like 20 things or 20 reasons people stop following on Snapchat, or just like stories, like the quick snippets. Basically, like people don't like concerts. People don't like watching the same thing over and over and over again. So like if you're posting your routine every single day, like workout, shake, walk the dog, that was my day. Workout, shake, walk the dog. It just is too repetitive. So Instagram stories is meant to be authentic. You want to mix it up, and you just kind of want to give people a sneak peek into your life. I like it because they also have the hands-free feature now. So if you're doing your workout, you can actually click and it'll record you for like 15 seconds. I don't even know how long it is. But and then speak to your avatar. So today I sometimes it annoys me when people do like long stories, like they're talking on Instagram or, you know, Snapchat. I have a hard time focusing, especially if it's just one person telling a story. I would say if it's longer than 4, I'm disconnected. I'm not interested anymore. But today I did one where I was talking about Kenzie, and I was talking about her being on her oxygen. So I started the message by saying, this is for all my preemie moms. So instantly I'm addressing my avatar. They're watching, they're listening. I'm asking them questions throughout. I'm telling them what happened, and then I asked a question at the end. I had at least 5 messages in my inbox when I got done. So it's just a way to have conversation with people. And like I said, ask questions. You know, I think I did one last night where I was walking and I said, I really need a vacation. Where should I go on vacation? And so, you know, people just like, hey, now there's 2 of Steph. Sorry.
My internet connection on my laptop is dying or not working, so I came in on my phone real quick. Sorry.
It's okay. No, sorry. I'm clearly getting distracted tonight. It's okay. Mom life. Mom life. You bet. So just, you know, look for a way to get response. If you're a fall addict like me, ask, is anyone else itching to get their comfy leggings out in their PSL season? Like, I'm ready to bring my PSL all the time. If you don't know what PSL is, we're not friends. Just kidding. Totally kidding. Anyways. Okay, and then this is something I did not know for the longest time. You guys have probably figured this out, but like Kaylee said, there's a messenger part. They call it DM for direct message. And when you click on your app, I don't know if you even be able to see that. No, it's just screen. So if you go to right when you get into Instagram, the top right corner, there's a little arrow. That is your inbox. So the first messages that you see that come up right in the middle, those are all the people that you're following. If they've messaged you, that's where it's going to pop up. To the right, it says requests. So if you have someone who you do not follow, that is where their message is going to go. So I would check this. Yeah, I would check that frequently, at least once a day. And I remember when I first started Instagram, I did a post about a challenge pack deal, which, by the way, on Instagram, you can be a little bit more aggressive. Not salesy, but you can be a little bit more to the point, I feel like, than you can on Facebook. But I remember I did a post about a challenge pack deal. And like 6 months later, when I figured out the direct message thing, I looked in there and I had someone message me 6 months earlier asking about how they could do this challenge pack. And I was like, oh, crap. Are you still interested? So, yeah, just so you know, that's how you do that. And then, so just so you know, if you don't have it written down, we expand to the UK on October 19th. I would work really hard to become friends with people from the UK before then. Build some relationships, use the tips that we talked about, and mainly focus on making connections. The thing that I've kind of noticed is that I think I heard this. I was watching some videos on YouTube about this, and people from the UK tend to be a little bit more negative and a little bit more standoffish about like coaching opportunity. You wouldn't want to just bring up coaching opportunity to them. You'd want to, I feel like most of us already do this anyways. You're just trying to pique their interest on health and fitness or getting people out of a rut. So definitely lead with that and lead with building relationships. In my post, I said, I gave the 3 reasons that, to comment below. And the third one was build relationships. And in parentheses, I said, let's be honest. If we become friends, I'm going to come visit. Like, being funny, but at the same time, like, no, I'm serious. We're going to become friends and I'm coming to visit. So, but yeah. And I was also thinking that maybe, and we can talk about this, you can give me your opinion, maybe making a Facebook group for potential UK challengers / coaches. So just kind of give a fun environment to kind of give them a sneak peek as to being part of a team until October 19th. And they do have access right now to Beachbody On Demand. So you don't need to wait until October 19th. They just can't sign up under you until then. From my understanding, it's going to be a pretty easy way to get them transferred to you once that happens. But I would act right now as if we have full access to the UK. So. They will get everything, but right now all they have access to is BOD. So Shakeology, once October 19th rolls around, they'll have access to that. So I made a WooFoo form. Do you guys want to see that for the UK? Okay, let me get it up really quick. And if you guys have questions, chime in. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop recording.